P4 week 16 uh, exam paper review. So this is from Paya Lebar Methodist Girls School 2023 weighted assessment 2. So I'm just going to write here P4 week 16 2024 so that you know that is for which week. Okay. So I'm going to move to the first question. Okay, question one says, which of the following is a common multiple of 4 and 7? So we are going to work with the multiples of 4 and 7 to find which one is the common one, given that there are four options here. So multiples of 4, and then it'll be 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, and so on, okay? So multiples of 7 will be timetable 7. So 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, and so on. So if you look at these two rows, right, actually we can see that it's a common multiple. So let me use a blue pen. So actually it's none other than number 28. Okay, because the rest 14 is not, 12 is not as well. Okay, so your answer is 28. So it's option 2. Okay. Question number 2, which figure has a line of symmetry? Okay, symmetry, some of you might have not learned it yet, but symmetry means what? It means that when the line, when there's a line that cuts through the figure, then it gives like two equal images, two of the same, like it's like a mirror image. So this here is none other than V, because if you cut it into, like this is the line of symmetry that I draw. If you cut this shape up, right, there's the left hand side, the right hand side, the two sides, the figure will be like mirror image of each one. So it's an option 1. Okay, the others cannot, because no matter how you cut, right, even you cut this, like that you don't have equal as well. You see, this one and this one there, you see the shapes are not equal. This one also, we cannot. L also cannot. So it means that it's none other than only number 1. Question 3, in 23.41, which digit is in the 10th place? 10th place is actually the one after that, that's this one. 10th place is none other than 4. Okay, I know some of you might have not learned decimals yet, but just take note lah. Oh, this is 10th place is a 4 because 10th means over a 10. So it's less than a 1, okay, less than ones. So that means this one will be the 10th place, so it's a 4. So which number is it? It's a 4. Question number 4. Arrange the following from the smallest to the greatest. So we change them to fractions to be easier. Okay. So you know that this one is 5. So we change them to a denominator of 100. Because 0.83, right? When you change to a fraction, is 83 hundredths. So 83 over 100. So I change the denominator to 100 by multiplying 20. So this is also times 20. So this is 20 over 100. So how are we going to arrange them from the smallest to the greatest? Is actually the first one will be 7 over 100. So this will be number 1. I use another color. So this is 1, followed by this 1/5, and the third one will be 0.83. So it would be actually number 3. Okay. So question number 5. A rectangular cardboard measures 35 cm by 24 cm. A picture is pasted on it. So the picture is in the middle. So I want to know, leaving a border of 3 cm around it. So this border, right, is actually a 3 cm gap. Here also a 3 cm. And over here is also a 3 cm border. So all around is 3 cm. Okay. So what I want to do is, right, I want to know, find the area of the picture. So I just want to find the one inside here. So if you still remember, right, how to find the area of the picture, it means that you have to just find the length and breadth of that shape that you're looking at. In this case, we need to find out what is the area, what is the length and breadth of the picture so that we can work out the area. So you know that the whole length of the border, okay, is actually 35 cm. The breadth is 24. So if let's look at the length of the picture first. over there at the 35 cm. So that means at the left and right, there is a measurement of 3 cm on each side. So the picture is inside the border, which means that the length is actually shorter. Okay, so we need to know how to find the length of the picture. It's 3 cm shorter on the left and 3 cm shorter on the right. So I need to find the picture length of picture lah. Length of the picture. So I write a P here, okay? So you know it's a picture. So it will be 35 minus a 3 minus another 3. So 35 minus 3 minus 3. 35 minus 3 minus 3 is 29. So this is 29 cm. But what about the breadth of the picture? P, yeah? So you look at the breadth is 24. So if this is 24, top and bottom is actually a 3 cm shorter, right? So you have to take 24 minus 3 minus 3 equals to 18 cm. So this is 18. Okay, so we now got the length and breadth of the picture. We can find the area of the picture. Okay, so area means length times breadth, right? So area of picture, length is 29 times 18. Your answer will be 522 square centimeter. Please remember, okay? So your answer is number 4. Question number 6. Andy had 204 balloons. Two-thirds of the balloons were blue and the rest were gray and white. Okay, so there were 3 times as many gray balloons as white balloons. How many white balloons were there? So we need to draw a model. It says that the total is 204 and two-thirds were blue. So we are going to draw cut into 3 parts. Okay, because they want to label two-thirds blue. So this, I use another color, maybe this. So this will be the blue, two-thirds blue. So we write a B here to represent blue. Okay, and the rest will be gray and white. So over here will be gray and white. But what happens to the gray and white? There were 3 times as many gray as white. So 3 times as many gray as white. So we are going to draw 3 times as many gray means gray will be 3 units, white will be 1. So which makes this a total of 4 units. Understand? So 3 times gray, so that means 3 units will be gray, and this 1 unit will be white. Okay, so that means you know that actually this one is one small piece cut into 4 small parts. Okay, so I want to check out what is how many white balloons are there. Okay, so let's work it out. So you know the total is 204. That's the total. Okay, so you know 204 will 1, 2, 3 units. Okay, so 204 will be 3 units. So that means we need to find out what is the number of gray and white balloons. So gray plus white will be 204. You divide it by 3, which is 68. So this over here is 68. I want to find the white balloons, which is I just want to find this one. So 68 is for 4 small units. So 4 units, 68. Look for one of the small one will be 68 divided by 4. Your answer will be 17. This is number 1. Okay? So we're going to move on to section B soon. Section B now. Okay, section B, yeah. So question 7 to 12 is section B. So okay, let's look at 7A. Write 20,064 in numerals. So it's very simple. 20,064, 20,000 is 20. There's a 20,000 is 20,000, sorry, and there's 64. So just add it up. It would be 20,000 and then 0, 6, 4. Okay. Question B, round 3,459 to the nearest thousand. So 3,459. Round to the nearest thousand, we look at the hundreds place. So hundreds place is number 4. So by now you should know that how should we round up or remain? It depends on the number on the right hand side or the digit on the right hand side. So if you want to round to the nearest thousand, you need to um make sure that the number on the right hand side is actually smaller, it is 5 and above. But if it's smaller than 5, 4 and below, it would be to remain. So it will be 3,000. So we cannot round up. So answer is 3,000. Okay. So question number 8. Find the value of 2/3 plus 5 over 9. Express your answer as a mixed number. So 2/3 plus 5 over 9. So 2/3 plus 5 over 9, right? You need to, like as the teacher has already taught you, like you need to change the denominator to the same. So in this case, you can just change the denominator of 3 to 9 by multiplying by 3. So 6 over 9, it becomes 6/9, okay? Plus this one, 5 over 9, you didn't do anything, but you still must write it down, okay? Equals 6 plus 5, 11. 11 over 9. So what is 11 over 9? It's an improper fraction. So I want it as a mixed number. So 11 over 9, right, is the same thing as 11 divided by 9. So it'll be 1. So minus 9, 2. So it's a remainder 2. So how do we know which one is our whole number? So don't forget the group on top here. This is your whole number. So that means it's one whole. And denominator, we always follow what is here. So over 9, numerator will be the remainder. This is your numerator. Okay, so the answer is one whole, 2 over 9. Okay, question number B, 7, 8 minus 5 over 6. So we are going to write the equation down, minus 5 over 6. We do not do the work inside here, because it's going to be very, very messy. So I will always advise the students to write it down again at a blank space provided. Okay, so 8 and 6. Lowest common multiple is a 24. So you change to 24 can already. No need to change to 48. Oh, so just times 3 times 4 and times a 4. So when you convert, when you change the fraction, this one will be 21 over 24 minus away. This will become 20 over 24. So your answer will be 21 minus 20 is just 1 over 24. That's your answer. There's no need to simplify anymore because you cannot simplify anymore. This is the simplest form already. Okay. Question number 9. Part of a scale is shown below. Okay. Write the values of A and B. So you're looking for find A and also to find B. Okay. So if you look at all the measurements given here, you can see that it's 1.7, 1.8, 1.9, right? So we can actually work out A because the difference between one reading to the other is a 0.1 reading. Understand? So we just take 1 point. Okay, how do we know? Very simple. This one from 1.8 to 1.9 is a 0.1. Because I take 1.9 minus 1.8. I get 0.1. And 0.1, how many intervals are there? So this is a 0.1. So how do we know how to find this mark here? So you see that 0.1 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 intervals. So we know 5 intervals, right, is a 0.1 reading. Look for one interval. Okay, so you take 0.1 divide by 5. Okay, when you work it out, right, it's actually a 0.02 reading. One reading is 0.02. So over here is actually from 1.8, there's one interval and two intervals. So we look for two measurement of two intervals. Okay, we take 2 times 0.02, which give us 0.04. So this is a reading of 0.04 after 1.8 with another 0.04. It's not only 0.04. So this second marking is a reading of 0.04. So that means how to find the total of this? So that means it's after 1.8, right? So you take 1.8, oh sorry, A, 1.8 plus 0.04. Your answer is 1.84. So A is 1.84. B is very simple. B is that just right here, which is like this 1.9. So the other reading is just plus another 0.1. Very straightforward. So B will be 1.9 plus 0.1. Your answer will be 2.0. Okay. Question number 10. The prices of cupcakes sold by the latest bakery are listed below. Okay, Mr. Paul wants to buy 17 cupcakes. What is the least amount of he has to pay for the cupcakes that are on offer? So what we do is we are going to this is actually a grouping question. If you buy one cupcake at a time, it's $5 each. But there is this offer here that if you buy three, you get the fourth one free. So that means in one group, it's actually three plus one cupcake. Okay. So the number of cupcakes, I just see cupcakes, okay? Just number of C in one group. It's not only three, it's three plus one, you get four cupcakes. And you know that four cupcakes means you only pay for three, you get four, because the fourth one is free. So you look for the price of three cupcakes first. Okay, so that will be the value of one grouping. Okay, so value in one group. Okay, three cupcake, right? So three times one cupcake is $5. So you times a five, 15. So normally you pay $15, you will get three cupcakes, right? Sorry, I write this properly. So, but in this case, it is not. You will get one more free, means you will get four cupcakes for $15. Okay, but then Mr. Kwan wants to buy 17. So we're going to look at one grouping. One grouping, we got three cupcakes. So we need to ask ourselves, 17 cupcakes, how much of the offer group will he buy? Okay, so we'll take number of groups. We need to find number of groups first. Group the cupcakes into the offer grouping first. Okay, 17 divided by 3. Sorry, not divide by 3, sorry. 17 divided by 4. Divide by 4. So you will get nearest groups is actually four groups. Most four groups already have 16 cupcakes, but there will still be a remaining of one cupcake that he still wants because he's going to buy 17. Remaining one cupcake. Okay, so you know that four groups he'll pay for the price of four groups. We know that one group we actually paid how much? One group we paid $15. Right? So four groups, how do we find the cost of four groups? We take 15 times 4. Give me. So four groups, right? This will be 4 times $15. 15 times 4 also can. Okay, it's okay one. If we accept both. 4 times 15. Four groups of $15, $60. But don't forget that there is another one more cupcake to charge to his account. So to his amount, okay, to the total. So one cupcake is actually a $5. Okay, so he wants 17 what? So he only got 16 because four groups of four cupcakes is only 16. But there are 17. He needs to buy 17. So this one cupcake you cannot forget. Okay, so how much he's going to pay? So here's a 60, here's a 5. So total paid would be $60 plus $5. Your answer is $65. Okay, that's the least amount he has to pay for the cupcakes. Okay, so the answer is $65. Okay, question 11. Sorry. Okay, symmetric. Complete the symmetry figure below with the KL as the line of symmetry. This one, I think you need to use a ruler. Don't be like very untidy and all. So for me, right, I try my best lah because I don't have a ruler here. So I just draw. Wait, let me check if I don't think I have. So sorry. So never mind, it's okay. You have to draw. This is the line, right? So you count. Sorry, so you have to count the squares here. So this way, if you flip your paper, make this KL line, right? Just straight in front of you. Okay. So you just draw it this way. This one goes up 3 squares to this point. Because this point and this point. Okay. Then it goes all the way here. This one is 2, right? So it ends here. So it's actually down here. So you just join it. Trying to be straight as possible, okay? Then this one and this one, you just join the line. I'm not using a ruler, so it's a bit crooked. But please, when you draw, please use a ruler. Okay? So this will be your answer. This is the line symmetry. Then you draw the other symmetric figure. Question 12. Oh, by the way, sorry, question 11, if you're still not sure, you consult your class teacher, okay? Then you will understand better because I can only show you like this roughly, that's the answer. Okay? So question number 12. Ray walked 5 3/4 kilometer. He walked 2/5 kilometer less than John. What was the total distance they have walked? Express your answer in the simplest form. Okay, so you just write down Ray is 5 3/4 kilometer and he is lesser than John. So that means Ray is only 5 3/4. Let's find John. If Ray is 2/5 kilometer less, John will be 2/5 kilometer more. So we look for John by taking 5 3/4 plus 2/5. So you look at the denominator, it's a 4 and a 5. We change them to the same. In this case, we only can change them to 20. So this one times 5 times 5. This one times 4. Okay, equals to, remember whole number, 5 wholes, 15/20 plus, this one will be 8/20, right? So you just add. I know it's going to be an improper fraction. 5 wholes, remember, 15 plus 8 is 23/20. So we need to change it to a mixed number. This is more than one whole. What is one whole? It depends on your denominator. So one whole is actually 20/20 here in this case. So I'm going to take 20/20 out and group it to the whole number here. So you take 20/20 out, right? Okay, I think I write it down here. 5 wholes, 23/20. Until one whole is 20/20, right? I take one whole out, I top it here, it will become a 6 wholes. So that means I take out, right? It's actually taking out a 20/20 from 23/20. Okay, so they are minus. So this one will become 3/20. So this is 6 wholes, 3/20. This is the distance walked by John. So to find the total, I'm just going to add it together. So Ray is this will be John. Okay, so I'm just going to take 5 wholes 3/4 plus 6 wholes 3/20. Okay, equal, same thing. You have to change the denominator to the same. So this one just times 5. Because you can change to 20 for this. So it'll be 5 wholes. This will be 15/20 plus 6 wholes 3/20. So 5 plus 6 is actually 11. So over 20, denominator don't change. So 15 plus 3 is 18. So if you look at this fraction, you can still simplify it. These two numbers can be divided by 2. So it will be 11 wholes. This will be 9/10. Your answer is 11 wholes, 9/10. The kilometer is given. So yeah, just fill up the answer. 11 wholes, 9/10. Okay. Okay. So moving on to question number 13. Okay, it's section C. Section C is the problem sums. Okay, come, let's do it. Okay. So Tracy had 3,485 badges and Ryan had 1,096 badges. Tracy gave some badges to Ryan. In the end, Ryan had twice as many badges as Tracy. So A, how many badges did Tracy have in the end? So let's work out A first. So when you draw, right, you need to draw a before change after model because you don't know what is the change because you only know Tracy is going to give some to Ryan. You don't know the quantity. So we need the BCA model, which is the before change after model. Okay, so we do know Tracy, right, has 3485 badges, but Ryan has 1096, right? So remember who give to who, ah? So Tracy give. So Tracy minus something. Ryan received, so plus something. And what happened to Tracy and Ryan? Ryan twice. So Ryan will be 2 units. Tracy 1 unit. Okay, so you can see that this one is unchanged total. Why? Because they actually share among themselves. They didn't give away to any other people, and they didn't lose anything. Okay, they didn't lose any badges as well. It's just that Tracy is going to transfer some of the badges to Ryan. So the total is still the same. So this is actually unchanged total. Okay, unchanged total. So that means the total before will be equal to the total over here. So how do we find the total? We just add the two values here. 3485 plus 1096. So the total is actually 4581. Okay, so total 4581, right? So I write here 4581 as well because the total unchanged. Okay, so you can see here 4581 represents how many units? It's actually 3 units. So 3U 4581. Look for 1 unit. 4581 divided by 3. 4581 divided by 3 is 1527. So 1 unit is 15207. So this 1 unit is Tracy in the end. 1527. So the question is asking me how many badges did Tracy have in the end? So we already found out this one, which is A. So your answer for A is 1527 badges. Okay, but what about B? What is B asking for? How many badges did Tracy give to Ryan? So if you look at the model here, right? Tracy, how many badges does Tracy have at first? Tracy actually has, use another color, this much at first. After giving to Ryan some of it, right? She only has 1527 left. So how to find this one? So very simple. You just, in order to find change, you minus. So what minus what? 3485 is what she has at first. Minus away what she had left. 1527. So 3485 minus 1527, 1958. So the answer is 1958. Very simple, okay? 19, 2 marks already yours. Yeah, just sorry. Okay, question 14. The figure is made up of two squares. Yeah, we can see X and Z, right? And a rectangle Y. Okay. I think wait, I shrink it a bit smaller so that you can see the whole question. Okay, like that better, right? Yeah. Okay. So the area of square X is 81 square meter. So we know the area of X, we write down 81 square meter. The perimeter of a rectangle Y is 26 meter. I want to find what is the length of square X here. This is a square X. Length of square X is actually just uh, here, this one. Okay, I need to look at this. So how to find the length? You are given the area of square X. So in order to find area of a square, same thing. It's like the length times breadth or length times length. So we know that if this is a square, right? That means this one and this one will be equal in measurement. So these two numbers must be the same to multiply to get an area of 81 square meter. So you write down 81 square meter is equals to how many meter times how many meter? So one of them will be answer. So if a multiplication is very good, right, it's actually 9 times 9. None other than 9 times 9. Answer is 9 meter because it's a square and a square has equal sides. So if you want to times this two, right, something times something give you 81 is none other than 9 times 9. Okay, so this is 9 meter. If you want, you can write down 9 meter here. You can also write 9 meter in bracket so that you know your work. Okay, now B asked me to find the area of square Z. area of square Z. Very simple. So you know that you see this, right? This is actually uh the parameter of y. If you want me to write down the y, right, we can draw the y again here. Because from here we can find out area of square Z. Okay? Because here, this is y, right? Okay, let me draw rectangle y out. I mean roughly this is y. So we know that we know we know what is the parameter of y. So parameter of y is actually, we just write it down here, 26 meter. This is the parameter of y. Parameter y. But then we do know the measurement here. This is also equal to this. This is the length of y. Because y, right, is actually the same measurement as the side of square x, which is 9 meter. So that means this is 9 meter, and so is this. We got the length. We do not have the measurement of the breadth of y. So how are we going to find the measurement of y? I mean like the two breadth of y. So the breadth of two length is actually 9 and 9. So this whole thing is 26, right? So we have to take, how to find the two breadth? We just take 26 minus the two lengths here, 9 minus 9, which is actually 26 minus 9 is actually 8 meter. So this is 8. Here and here is 8. I need to find one side. So one breadth, it will be 8 divided by 2 because the breadth are equal. Okay, so 4 meter. Okay, so we know the breadth of y is 4 meter. This is also 4 meter. So we can go back and fill it up here. So this is a 4. And so is this 4 meter. But if you were to check, if you have looked properly, right, at this breadth of y, it's actually the same measurement as the side of square z, right? So we can actually find out what's the area of z already. So this is 4, right? So that means this is also 4. This is also 4 meter. This is also 4 meter. So I want to find the area of square z. So it's none other than just area z. It's just length of square, 4 meter times 4 meter. Your answer will be 16 square meter. This is your answer. Let me zoom out for you to see. Okay, see that? 4 times 4. This is the area I'm looking at. So length, side times side. So the answer is 16 square meter. So I just write here, 16 square meter. Okay, this is the end of the paper. Thank you.